Hi everyone, this little presentation should give you an insight into the IAPSS regionalization project. Our approach to make IAPSS, the International Association for Political Science Students, more federal, inclusive and global. But before starting and giving you an insight of how we want to regionalize, why do we want to do it in the first place? One thing to understand is that IAPSS was built and constructed 20 years ago, mainly in Europe, and its visibility is also restricted to Europe. So we want to be visible all over the world to represent IAPSS as a community of political science students in each part and each region of this planet. This also means that we will be able to be a certain institution of advocacy for young political science students, young professionals in the field of political science and related disciplines. Also, thinking about what IAPSS is doing, and quite frankly, we're doing a lot. We're having 2 journals, we're having different student research committees, and we're organizing a couple of events each year. However, we still, I think, are far underperforming considering how many regions there are in the world, how many countries there are, how many opportunities there are for us to give students a voice and to enable them to participate in a global community of political science students. So, our approach, as mentioned before, has 3 pillars. We want to regionalize through becoming federal, which of course mainly relates to the institutional framework. We want to be inclusive because the whole idea basically does not base on the idea to make the organization bigger, but to give students who basically in the end compose the association get the voice. And we want to become global, which is included in the idea of being represented in every region. So, how exactly do we want to do it? We want to become more democratic. We want to create structures in which everyone can be heard and everyone can participate. And we don't want to have hierarchies, but we want to have work distribution and mutual understanding. To be inclusive means to decrease the culture and language barriers which are present everywhere in the world and also in our organization. And particularly in times where it is needed that political science students understand regional differences, similarities, we want to develop regional sensitivity. Global for us also means that we're active and present, but also that we can have access to regional partners and regional funding so that in all of the regions, students, or our members in particular, have the opportunity to get access to all these different sources of funding that are available. So these are the 6 regions that we have outlined so far. And from now on, it's basically up to all of us to implement it. We've outlined 5 steps of how we want to start. In the beginning, we appoint regional chairs. Those regional chairs are based in the regions where they want to implement the project. So they know the best. What works, what does not work, what do I have to look at when implementing a regional approach in my country or my region. This is why they prepare the regional guidelines and not someone who lives on the other side of the planet. From then on, we will set up the regional teams so the regional chairs can appoint also their own teams with whom they want to work together. We will have different concentrations in the beginning. It's important to build a community and to be visible to the students in that region, which is why we put a lot of effort into media and into fundraising and to gaining partners in the beginning, strong regional partners, so that we're actually an attractive organization to the students in the region. And then we will introduce federal representation. Means after this little testing period, we will be able to build a structure which enables the regions to participate in the democratic culture of our organization. This will be possible through regional committees. So each region will be a regional committee represented in the Council of Regions. So basically the Council of Regions being composed by all the different regions in the world. The General Assembly is the main decision-making body. It comes together 2 times a year and votes the members of the Executive Committee, of the Supervisory Committee, and a new structure can put all these institutions together in a framework that we become a federal organization. Thank you very much. Let's create a network connecting political science students in the entire world and work on this project together.